Welcome to the Free Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Our passion is people, and the next 30 minutes is going to change the next 30 years of your life.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I'll make mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in the night inning. There ain't no point in resisting. Living life like a dream. Live it right, that's the thing. Every night got a team.
Walk on, everybody. What's happening with it? Welcome back.
Welcome to the Free Podcast, guys. I'm your host, Todd.
I'm your host, JJ Rod, and that's Oni hunting mice today.
And Judy chopping simps and everything else, man. We missed y'all. Today is going to be episode 5.
We had to let Oni welcome episode 5 because that's as high as he can count.
He is not the count from Sesame
No,
Street.
he is not the count.
Because if I take off my socks, I can at least get to 6.
At least 6? I
At
have
least
several
6.
questions.
I know who I am, boys. I am the rat killer. Technically, I pierced him first with a shank. It was like a silent assassin. It's like a snake striker. Like when I jabbed him, I was like, "Yeah!" He goes, He took off, and I grabbed him, choked him on the ground, and just started pounding him. We weren't at the birth, but we were there when it was conceived.
Full swamikaze. I'm not going out like that.
I feel like a warrior. I tapped into my ancestors, boys.
Warrior, the mouse killer.
Full on went like Batman on that mouse.
He's a cool mouse. He went out like a champ. He gets a warrior's death.
That is not the death of a warrior.
I wish the Rugaru would come. I'd shank him too.
Yeah.
Big mouse.
Yeah, that's a big mouse.
I did see that mouse's head, bro. Everything's good, bro, with a little bit of seasoning on it, you know?
Tony's
You heard?
ain't gonna save that one.
Yeah, ain't no putting Tony Satchmos on that, making it no better.
Slap your mama will, though.
Rather
But-
slap my mama.
Oh, you better hope your mama don't hear that, boy. Your mama will whoop you.
I would rather slap my mother than eat a rat. I'm just saying.
I'd rather eat a rat. I ain't slapping no woman.
My mama 4'5" of meanness. My bad, Oompa Loompa munchkin.
What if you're in traffic and you see like Oompa Loompa road rage and they all get out on top of the cars and start doing the Oompa Loompa dance?
I'm putting it in drive and smoking them.
Going Mario or Sonic when you hit the enemy and it busts into coins, the Oompa Loompas bust into chocolate bars.
This evening, there's been a breakthrough.
If Oompa Loompas bust into chocolate bars, I'm going to be an Oompa Loompa exterminator because I love chocolate. Chocolate's like my favorite thing. All right, on today's episode, we're going to talk about healthy versus unhealthy. Last time we explained a little bit about what a woman is, what a man is. A woman's an amplifier of energy. A man's a generator.
Boobies.
What does that have to do? That doesn't have anything to do with anything. I mean, what?
Oh, you said a woman. I said boobies.
I'll allow it, peasant. In talking about men being a generator, we talked about an unhealthy dynamic we see a lot of. We kind of alluded to the unhealthy dynamic with women. People want to call women crazy because they don't understand them. They don't understand what's going on with them. That's not the case. So today we're going to talk about healthy versus unhealthy. We're going to talk about like what it means to be physically healthy, mentally healthy, and spiritually healthy, right? Simple. So to start off, let's define science. Because a lot of what we're going to talk about is science. It's stuff you can look up. It's stuff you can check out for yourself. And we absolutely encourage you 100% verify everything we say. We're not just making this up. There's something simple about science. We're just going to define it real quick. Science is something...
I know it is simple. Never mind. I'm off of it.
All right, what do you say science is, Oni? Let's hear it.
Magic.
Science is not magic.
But it's magic science.
Yes, it is.
No.
Ooh.
Magic is magic.
Ooh, that's good.
Santa Claus is real and so is magic.
You know how many times I've fought behind some Santa Claus, bro? People be like, Santa Claus is not real. You know what? We scrapping right now, bro. All that time and then to find out.
You were lied to.
I was so mad. Me and Santa Claus got a vendetta, bro.
It just sounds like you're violent.
That's the equivalent of every simp in the world right now finding out they're in the jellyfish field. They feel lied to. All right, Todd, what do you say science is?
School teaches us it's something measurable, something repeatable, something studyable.
Studyable, that's a new word.
Or something that can be
That's like a George Bush word. It's studyable.
Studyable.
So science is something that's observable, repeatable, measurable, and shareable. Or studyable. That's a new way to put it. You can study it.
Magic!
If you can't observe it, it doesn't exist. If you can't repeat it, then it's a one-off. It's like a fluke, right? It's like something that just happened by chance. And if you can't measure it, then there's no way to quantify it. If it's not shareable, did it really happen? If a tree falls in the woods and nobody's there to hear it, does it make a sound?
Yeah.
So if I stop looking at
Oni,
Oni, he just won't be there anymore?
Technically, yes. That's a whole different episode and a whole different conversation, but I don't even know what they call it. But if you don't observe matter, it does not exist in matter form. It only exists in wave form. Look, he disappeared. We quit looking at him. He's
Oh
gone.
my God, he's gone.
I told you. It's science, bro. I'm not making this up. Science made it up. Look at that guy. He went full Blair Witch on us.
hey, bro.
He just like occasionally disappears into the darkness.
Dang it.
So this does have a lot to do with you then, huh?
That's definitely my fault. I created this Frankenstein creature. Let's get into what's healthy versus unhealthy. Let's talk about physically healthy first. Exercise is easy, right? Why is exercise healthy?
Because I got all these big muscles and all the women love that I work out.
Oh, they love big muscles? Why do women love big
They
muscles?
love the big
then?
muscles. I couldn't tell you why.
I mean, some women are too big to pick up no matter how big your muscles are.
I know.
Ooh. Put down them hot wings, girl.
So if you spend hours in the gym, that's good, right? You could just every day go to the gym for hours and hours, and that's good because you just keep building big muscles, and that's good. That's healthy, right?
What?
Yeah.
You don't look very convinced.
You don't even know.
If you have big muscles, man, I mean, you can judo chop people and take out ninjas.
Ooh, that's true. That's true. You could Judy chop ninjas. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and if I work out for 6 hours a day, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I don't need to rest.
So we work out 6 hours a day. We Judy chop ninjas, and the girls like it.
This evening, there's been a breakthrough. Pick me.
Oni.
Exercise is healthy because it boosts your metabolism. It boosts most of the stuff in your body that you need to process fat. It turns you into muscle. And it also is good energy. It corrects the chemicals in your body. And it keeps all that nasty junk out. Where you at, Harry Potter? Give me one.
Exercising does actually correct a lot of things in your body and it builds the right chemicals. And what you have to understand is when chemicals interact in your body, those chemical reactions produce energy. So you have electrical energy going on in your body, but you also have chemical energy, right? There's different kinds of energy that go on in the world. And this is science.
I don't get paid enough for this.
This is above my pay grade. Wait, I'm the president. There is no one above my pay grade. All right, cool. So exercising can create a lot of healthy chemicals in the body. It creates good serotonin, which helps you sleep, endorphins, which are like happy chemicals.
Testosterone.
It creates testosterone if you're a man. It creates healthy levels of testosterone and estrogen. Like that's a whole different subject. We'll get into all these different chemicals of what the body does, but it's good to know it produces good chemicals. And anytime you do something good in life, it releases dopamine.
You can work out too much.
And this kind of gets into healthy versus unhealthy dynamics because if I spend 12 hours at the gym every day and I don't got time for relationships and family and community and friends, like
Then suddenly it's a bad thing.
now it's a bad thing. Too much of anything is a bad thing. I don't care what it is. I love chocolate chip cookies. And I challenge anyone to prove to me that too many chocolate chip cookies is a bad thing.
They go straight to your cankles.
I don't have cankles. I got cankles? What do you mean I got cankles? What are you talking about?
some
What are you talking about, my
massive
cankles? That's not real. Chocolate chip cookies don't do that. You take it back right now, Todd. Take it back.
He's cookie crazy.
Is there such thing as too much watermelon? Because I like watermelon.
You look like you like watermelon.
I know you do. Yeah. Too much of anything could be a bad thing. If you're spending all your time at the gym or on anything healthy, if you're all psycho obsessive about all the food you eat, the food you eat's important too because what goes into the body determines a lot of what energy you get out of the body. So
This
what
is
you
true.
eat, physical exercise, that's important stuff. The different foods you eat produce different chemicals in the body. So let's talk about some unhealthy things for men and women.
Uh-oh.
I'm afraid to ask. Oni, what's unhealthy for a woman?
Mice.
Mice are not unhealthy for women. Did you just make a healthy home because you killed a meese? Is that what you're trying to say? Are you trying to justify the murder of a harmless creature? Is that what you're trying to do? I bet you kill spiders too,
What's
you ogre.
unhealthy? What's unhealthy for a woman? Definitely chocolate chip cookies.
Don't you say that. You take it back right now. There's nothing wrong with chocolate chip cookies. It's something wrong with women.
JJ Rod.
Women are the problem, not
JJ
chocolate
Rod.
chip cookies.
He's very self-conscious about his cankles.
I'm just playing. What's unhealthy for a woman? Choices. Women choose dumb dudes, bruh. That's the problem.
Ooh, that's fair enough. In the grand scheme of things,
You got too many choices, girl.
I mean, that's kind of what boils down to what's healthy or what's not is the choices we make. You know, like if you're trying to be physically healthy, going to the gym, that's a choice you make. The food you eat, that's a choice you make.
Whether or not to read a book.
What is unhealthy for a woman besides choosing a bad dude?
Definitely environment, bro. What you put yourself around.
Ooh, and see, that's good. And see, that boils down to
Because you're an
unavailability.
amplifier. So anything you put yourself around, you're definitely going to amplify.
That comes down to availability. That's why being unavailable is so critical as a woman. It can make you unhealthy super fast. And we're going to get into proficiency and what that really means. That's why it's so critical, right? Because if you end up deficient and in an unhealthy negative state,
It's hard to get out of.
and there's no way to quantify it. All right, we'll get into that later. Let's not get too deep into that right now. So let's talk about some unhealthy things for men. Ooh, okay. So what's unhealthy for a man? Bro, if you say chocolate, no, chocolate chip cookies are not unhealthy. They are delicious, healthy, and wonderful. They're the most healthy thing on the whole planet.
Are they a superfood?
What's unhealthy for a man, Oni?
Chasing women.
Ooh, that's
We did touch on
unhealthy.
that in a Hotter
Yeah,
and
we
Hotter.
talked about chasing versus.
Take that, super simp.
I think you just
He's
Judy chopped the
ninja.
camera.
He's ninja fighting super simps.
Fast food.
Fast food's unhealthy for everybody. I mean, there's some decent choices out there.
Yeah.
I tell you something else. Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. You know why firearms are unhealthy?
Whoa.
They're the leading cause of homicide.
You sure? If I were to set a gun down on this counter, would that gun kill somebody?
If it was anger, yes.
Yeah.
There's healthy guns?
There's healthy guns.
Name
You want to
one.
see the healthy guns?
Name one.
Boom, free tickets to the gun show, baby. Oh, yeah.
No, those kill people too when they're angry.
Oh, okay, that's fair. I have beat people to death. That's a thing.
What?
What? What is
This is
that?
a
That's a
healthy
finger
gun.
A finger gun? He's dangerous, folks. It's a full semi-automatic
out!
finger pistol. He killed one mouse and he's John Wick, folks.
You're not John Wick. Some people's kids, man.
Some people's kids. What are you going to do? How does Groot feel about this identity you've taken on?
Love is unhealthy because sometimes it's used as a weapon.
You be quiet.
I would argue that's not love.
You have to love me. I have a gun.
Yeah, are we back to that again? I thought we covered that already. Alcohol is super unhealthy. If it's too much of it, having a drink is not that big a deal. Now, the important thing to understand about alcohol is alcohol amplifies whatever's there. So it's like pouring gas on the fire. If you got a healthy fire, it's going to be a healthy amplification of what's there.
And now you have a bonfire.
But if you're all unhealthy and deficient, then a few drinks on there, it's going to highlight all your negative emotions, all the insecurities, all these things going on. Alcohol could be really unhealthy if you're unhealthy. So
And-
alcohol is kind of like a two-edged sword. Tobacco in general is unhealthy. It does a lot to the chemicals in your body to make you unhealthy, which prevents you from having healthy energy.
Even just smoking one cigarette.
Ooh, I know another one, bro. Steroids.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, we were talking about the gym. What about steroids? Only how many steroids have you done?
Buku.
Buku? Why you done buku steroids? Hold up. Wait a minute.
First, I want to be big and strong so I can chase the ladies.
So you can chase the ladies? How many lady Groots are there? I thought there was one Groot and it was a dude. Like, hold on. Wait a minute. This isn't adding up. I think you're back to the toes that add up to 6. Like, hang on. Probably the steroids talking. That's right.
It all makes sense.
Todd, what about you? You into steroids? How many people you know do steroids?
So I've never done them, but I know a lot of people who have. People my age.
I was going to say, high school bros are doing steroids?
Tons of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Why do you think that is? What do you think it's really about?
Wanting to be big, being insecure about it.
I guess, but do you think it's really insecurity? Or
It could just be the next hot thing. Laziness.
That's what I was going to say. Instant gratification, because we live in such a place of instant
That's
gratification
true.
now. You know what I mean? And a lot of healthy versus unhealthy boils down to instant gratification. If it's instant, chances are it's probably not a super healthy thing. If it's something you got to put
Like
the work in,
girls and BBLs.
that's instant booty lift. That's true.
That's a lot going around, bro. There's a lot of that.
I like a nice booty, but you can like see a BBL from across the football field and it's like, ew, we're back to doo-dick. It might not be
Ew.
hanging out, but it's like, ugh.
Basically
Anything
there.
fake in general is going to be unhealthy and unattractive. I don't want to hurt too many feelings. We can go really hard on the fake stuff. So we'll just say this as a general broad statement. Steroids for dudes is kind of the equivalent of too much makeup and fake lashes on a girl. I know steroids are really bad for you chemically. Anything you do chemically to your body, so bad.
Not only that, bro, then you got the roid rage because you're over testosterone. And
Yeah, chemical imbalances.
then you just like an emotional baby, bro.
Emotional Damn it!
Rafe on OBX? I just picture him as being the epitome of what happens when you do steroids when you're pregnant. Like,
And
that
he's a
dude
dude,
is
like-
full of emotional damage. Like, it is bad.
He's proactive.
He is proactive in the homicide department. I mean, he's got like all these murderous guns around and they kill so many people. All right, guys, we're talking about these characters, Topper, JJ, Rafe, all of them. This is a great show we've been watching called Outer Banks. It's a Netflix show. It's pretty popular. It has so many great examples of all the stuff we're talking about and all these different relationship dynamics. Like, you got to
Definitely.
tune into this show. Check it out. We've had a lot to digest. We've been talking about physical health. We've gotten into mental health a little bit. We're going to continue on that subject a little bit. Let's take a little music break. Let's let your brain rest. Let's let it rest so good, so great, so wonderful. We'll be right back after this music break, folks. We love you.
Welcome back from the music break, everybody. I hope you had a beautiful brain break and you don't have any brain melt or screen face. God, we hate screen face.
Yeah, I hope you just
Hi.
enjoyed some nice, relaxing music just to relax, enjoy maybe a beautiful sunset or maybe a beautiful sunrise. Or maybe you're enjoying a wonderful cup of coffee with somebody you really enjoy.
Or maybe you're working out.
Don't work out 12 hours a day.
This is a 40-minute episode. Do not work out for more than 40 minutes.
Yes, that's like maximum. If the episode runs out, that means it's time to finish up and get on about your way.
I'm doing it, boys. I'm giving him his funeral.
Oh, is that the mouse funeral? Is that
Oh,
why you
Lord.
started a fire? Poor mouse.
I put him on a piece of bark, like a little canoe, and I sent him off into Valhalla. I've gave him a name.
How you gonna name him after he's
Yep.
dead, bro? You should have
You
named him.
can't get attached after it die.
We don't name livestock.
No, I gave him his warrior name. His name is Ivar.
Ivar the legless, the boneless, whatever it was. Ivar the boneless.
No.
Did the mouse
No,
roll
he-
up at
he
you
was
in a
I-
wheelchair like Ivar the boneless? Did he attack you in his wheelchair and you like knuckle sandwiched him and killed him? Bro?
So now we're attacking the
What are you doing?
disabled.
Now you're attacking handicap. Like, what the heck, bro?
hold on. He's
Look, there's no
he was
justifying that.
boneless
There's no
after
coming back
he
from
was.
that.
I got my warrior face, bro.
Odie's grown and he's literally making faces in the camera like a little kid right now.
How are you going to hunt mice like a warrior and then
I don't
It
even
worked
know.
on him.
I don't think so. He attacked you. if that
Hey,
were a
whoa,
warrior
whoa.
face, he would have ran in fear, but instead he went full sin.
No.
He went full
I
Zen.
did it.
how dare you taunt my bloodline and then threaten me?
I know. That's awesome. So we're going to bring up another question. Let's bring up the question. What is the unhealthiest thing men are doing presently?
Watching pornography.
Ty, why you watch pornography?
I didn't say I did.
You looked awful suspicious when you said that. You look like you were speaking from experience. I'm just saying. I've seen pornography. I've watched pornography with a chick before. I mean, when I was like younger, we didn't have pornography in movies and on the internet like you do today. It was like you got to get a nudie mag, and getting a nudie mag was hard work.
Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, you had to settle for like Sports Illustrated and Victoria's Secret. That was sexy back in the day. It's like, woo, girl, look at that lacy bra. Woo, ooh.
You can go to Target and see that.
I guess. I'm not going to stand in Target and stare at lacy bras. That's creeper, bro. When you're not on the podcast, are you staring at Target,
No,
staring at lacy
no,
bras? Is that what you're doing?
This was misconstrued.
I don't know. I feel like it's
I'm just
completely
saying
in
people dress like
context.
trash.
Todd watches porn
I'm
and he
waiting.
stares at mannequins in Target.
What the
I'm
hell?
waiting.
Why is porn unhealthy though? What's unhealthy about it? Like we've kind of talked a little bit about the simp dynamic and giving your energy away to somebody that doesn't reciprocate it. Why is it unhealthy as just a general behavior?
Creeper mode unlocked.
Yeah, that's exactly right. In context of energy, pornography is probably the most unhealthy thing on the planet. Social media is really bad for your energy, and I want to get into that. Pornography contaminates your energy. It's like
yucky.
if cancer were contagious, it would be called pornography
Yeah.
to your energy. Like it's horrible. It's the worst. We'll get into the mental health in just a minute. Just physically, what it does to your chemicals, it releases the wrong chemicals at the wrong time. And then it creates these responses in your body that your body has a hard time recovering from or operating in the right capacity. So that when you are in a healthy situation, it messes you up big time.
I know what I'm doing.
No! It was a random button. I don't know. I just made it up.
God will.
No! no.
I love telling people porn is bad for you because they're like, no. And I'm like, bro, you're literally watching other people in the bed. You're doing stuff to yourself. I was like, this is weird.
Yes.
I know people get so bent about it.
What do they say to justify it though? They're like, oh, I like watching naked girls.
I like watching girl on girl. I don't like watching dudes in there. And I'm like, you're a homosexual? No, I'm not. And
But
like,
it's two lesbians.
It's like I'm watching two girls.
Homosexual, whether it's dudes or girls, it's still a homosexual movie you're watching.
And I mean, everybody's guilty of it because we grew up the wrong way. It's how you correct yourself. Then I'll tell them like, well, you just watching a dude and a girl. That's the same thing. Yeah, you're like the little creeper in the corner.
That's super
That's why
creep.
you feel yucky after you watch stuff like that.
You can feel the ick.
Girls pick up on
Girls
creeper
can
energy
tell
like
whether
that,
or
right?
not you watch pornography.
And see, that's the thing, because women are an amplifier. They're super sensitive to energy. That's why a girl, quote unquote, will vibe you out. That's why if a girl's digging your energy, she'll put her hand on your shoulder or touch your hand or your forearm. She will automatically touch you to vibe you out further and check out your energy to a greater depth because she's digging what she's seeing and what she's feeling put off. It's like she can't help it. It's like, oh, that's good. I need more of that. You know, it's normal. It's natural. That's the way we're built. So when you're messing with the natural order of how your body operates and how your energy operates, everything gets all discombobulated and unhealthy, bro.
And women don't mess with that.
No. And for women, I think it's pretty simple. If they'll make healthy choices to be accountable, they can avoid like 99% of unhealthy. Because for a woman, that's really what it boils down to. I mean, obviously, if you're going to eat, huge amounts of food and be 500 pounds and obese, that's not healthy whether you're a guy or girl. If you're not exercising, that's not healthy. So no matter who you are, guy or girl, you should be exercising and eating decent. You don't have to eat perfect. Just eat decent. Eat better than the fast food drive-through every day. That leads us into the next aspect, which is mental health. We'll be brief about this. This is pretty simple. What you put in is what you get out. It's really that simple, folks. The energy field you project, we mentioned this last episode, you project an energy field. This is science. Look it up. The energy is projected from your heart. There are neurons like brain cells in your heart that project this energy. It's an electrical magnetic field. It is determined by your brain, what's programmed in your mind. That's where it comes from. So if your mind is programmed with a whole bunch of negative things, it's going to have a negative effect on your energy.
Hey, man, remember that. That's magic.
Where's Bill Nye the Science Guy when you need him? Bill Nye the Science Guy.
I went back in time and killed him with rat poison cookies.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, wow. That's dark.
Did you just admit to homicide? Are you a gun?
Allegedly.
Allegedly in Minecraft. So mental health comes from a lot of places, but the most important thing to understand about mental health is what you put in is what you get out. 80% of your energy comes from what's already in your mind. So this means two things. So whatever's going on in the environment around you that your senses pick up, that's where the other 20% comes from. If you are 100% filled with the positive things, if you go into a negative environment, that's only 20% negativity that can affect you.
You're able to overcome it.
Right, you can overcome it. You're not going to be that affected. And vice versa, if you're 100% full of the negative, a completely positive environment will only affect you 20%.
That's where you get, no one wants to be around you because you're always
Yeah,
down.
no matter how up you are, they're always just like, it's raining in their world.
Get out of the jellyfish field. Topper is in the jellyfish field.
He got broke up with.
I'll do anything for you.
Topper's super creep too, because he like hid at the boat dock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was like hiding super creeper. I guarantee you Topper watches porn. He's got to, bro.
He looks like he does.
He looks like he watches porn in the dark.
Girl on girl porn.
I think he watches dude on dude porn.
All of it's
I think Sarah felt it because she was like, okay, I'm ready to do it at the last second. And she started vibing his energy. And she's like, ew, get off me. Get off me. No. Creeper. Oh, danger.
My mind.
Yeah. And that's why women will say they change their mind. Like some people get upset about this, but if a woman is an amplifier, whatever she's feeling at the time is what she's going to be captivated by. That's what she's going to be led by. That's what's going to bring her in whatever direction she goes. And it might not really be what she wants. And we'll get into the needs of a woman later, but a choice is the number one thing a woman needs provided to her. And most guys are like, what do you mean? I told her, I asked her what she wanted to eat. And she's like, I don't know, you pick. Okay, bro. Okay. Get out of the jellyfish field.
You gotta pick because you the leader, bro. When she says, I don't know, that's your chance to take the reins.
That's part of being healthy and unhealthy, right? If you understand energy, you understand emotions, you understand mental health, you understand all these critical aspects of being a healthy man, you can tell what's going on with her and you can provide her with a healthy choice. That's part of being a quality man.
And whenever you get all of these cornerstones built, you're able to make the little decisions from the day to day super easy.
And part of that is you already know what Bae wants. You already know Bae's order. You don't even got to ask her order. Be like, come on, Bae, let's go to your favorite place. I know you've been wanting some sushi, girl.
Attention.
Quality engagement. Communication. That's right. And then what happens? She trusts you to order her food.
And then she's loyal to you because she's got to.
Then she's on your
She's
team.
going in a hurricane with you, dog.
I know. What did John B feed that girl? Because I need to order like a truckload. Give me a whole truckload of whatever John B fed Sarah. She
It was
rode a
probably
boat into the hurricane with this dude running from the popo. She's like, you know what, babe? Let's just get married. We're in the middle of the ocean and we're going to die in a hurricane. Let's just get married. He's like, yes, we're in the barrel, baby.
That's not a contract. That was a covenant.
They made a covenant right there in front of God and each other. They jumped in the barrel and they've been rolling over Niagara Falls, bro. I'm pretty sure they went over Angel Falls, Niagara Falls, down Denial. Like
If
they
it
went
was a
down all
waterfall,
the
they
water.
went down it.
The Mississippi River.
They even hit the Mississippi, the mighty Mississippi.
It's not that mighty.
You take that back right now.
No.
Is this another play on chocolate chip cookies? I hate you, Todd. Stop talking about my cookies.
Your ankles hate you more.
No, they don't. They love me. They love chocolate chip cookies. All right, guys, look, a lot of the stuff we could keep talking about. So I think we're going to do a part 2 to this episode. Let's wrap it up. Let's get into what's hotter, what's notter. We love you guys. You're amazing.
You're awesome.
Wonderful. It's time for what's hotter, what's notter.
Better stay tuned because what we got is crazy.
Hit some music, rest your brain. We've got some great stuff going on. We love you guys.
To see if I succeed, to see if I believe they're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now.
Welcome to another segment of What's Hotter, What's Notter, folks. We got some great stuff today. Today, we're going to talk about...
Being interesting versus being boring.
Boobies.
Not boobies!
That's not a hobby. That doesn't make you interesting.
Quite the opposite. Let's get into what's hotter. Having hobbies. Interesting hobbies. Healthy hobbies.
Being an interesting person, that means reading books and learning stuff.
Or knit.
Knitting or crocheting.
Knitting is cool.
I know how to sew.
I do too.
I know how to
actually.
sew really basic. Like I could sew a button, I could sew a hem. That's about it.
I think another really cool hobby is going on hikes or like nature walk.
Yeah, like being outdoorsy. Just doing
Photography
just doing
is another
stuff.
really good one.
All these things add up healthy for healthy energy, right? Yeah, we'll get into Schumann's resonance some other time, but being
Yoga.
outdoors is actually really healthy for your energy.
It is called grounding.
Yeah, they call it grounding, being
Naked
in touch
yoga.
with nature.
Well, we'll get into that.
Naked yoga's fun. I don't know if it's healthy.
It's healthy in the right context.
I mean, if you're in the barrel doing naked yoga,
You're both doing naked
Yes.
yoga.
My significant other been doing yoga, and it's just like, dang, girl.
Did you pull out your caveman club and you're like, ugga dugga, shiny?
Did you knock her over your head?
Drag her back to your cave, honey. Is that
Is that how you guys met? That's so cute.
Poor Groot.
What's Nodder not having hobbies or anything to really talk about?
OF.
OF is not a healthy hobby. There is some content that's out there that's genuinely engaging and it's cool and it's awesome. But 99% of people that call themselves content creators are just wasting their life on TikTok, bro. We saw 2 girls in
This was awesome.
in the
So,
cookie shop last night.
We were in the cookie shop last night and I saw them set up their phone and they shot a Tic Tac. I'm just.
They shot a Tic Tac of how excited they were about getting their cookies.
And
Like,
then.
I want to be like,
Hold
I
on,
live my life that way
Hold on,
every day,
And
little
what's
girl.
funny is as we left in the parking lot, they all waved and said goodbye to us.
They didn't just wave and say goodbye. Express more clearly what they did. They jumped up and down screaming like little white women do.
My God, black is bad.
It was brilliant.
Okay, nobody want to see you scroll on your phone for 8 hours. That is not attractive.
No, and like we've talked about this. You see people out in public hanging out, like going to get a drink or eat, and they just stare at their phone the whole time. They
Why
don't
are you guys
scream
not
back.
Napping
talking?
is not a hobby neither.
Yeah, that's not being
Napping
interesting.
is not a hobby neither.
And this kind of goes back to the dynamic we saw that you see as healthy, where you see an established guy, which is typically somebody a little bit older. Part of being established is having healthy hobbies. And what healthy hobbies do is keep your energy healthy.
Killing mice.
That is not a healthy hobby. That's That's furry murder.
That is the first step to becoming a psychopath.
So this is what I'm talking about. Healthy quality engagement between a dude and a chick. A chick wants you to teach her things. She wants you to be interesting. She wants you to show her the world and help her to experience it through a new lens that she hasn't seen before.
Yeah, and having those healthy hobbies give you the availability to include her in them.
And I was talking to somebody about this today. I think there's a difference between self-care and self-love. Self-love is kind of picking yourself over everybody else. People have this misconception that self-care, it's like selfishness. It's not selfish for me to invest in the healthy things in myself to keep myself healthy so that I can engage in a healthy way with those around me.
Or staying away from people that are unhealthy.
You don't have to include people. If they're not interested or if they're going to be unhealthy being involved in those things,
Why would
then
I
it is
include you?
right. It's actually better for everybody to not include
especially
them.
if you're leading your own tribe, because then if you're not good, they're not good.
It becomes even more critical that you're doing the right
Yes,
thing.
being a good quality man and being a good leader means you got to be healthy, number one.
Or you end up like Rafe.
But can you blame Rafe? He wasn't invested in properly.
That's part of it, right? His dad was not on healthy stuff.
I can blame him.
He did try to drown his sister.
Hey, look,
He did.
How many brothers have not thought about drowning their sister? I'm
I've
just
tried.
saying, come on.
I've tried.
Rafe actually did.
Yeah, he's crazy.
And then Super Sip showed up and saved the day.
Da-da-da!
Topper's here. I saved you, Sarah. Don't you love me again?
Thank you so much for being with us today, guys. You're great. We love you, Swans.
Invest in yourself and be healthy.
bye.
Instead of being unhealthy. We love you, Swans. Tune in next time. We have great stuff coming up. You don't want to miss it.
And we love to include you guys.
Au revoir.